guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about meal planning and then you're going to come grocery shopping with me. At the beginning of the week, Darian and I will take like 10 to 15 minutes and just say, hey, what do we feel like eating this week? Let's make sure we buy those ingredients while we're at the grocery store. That way cooking is 10 times easier. We don't have to try and decide what we're gonna eat. We've already decided kind of what that's gonna look like with a lot of wiggle room here and there depending on what we're feeling like eating that specific day. But we kind of just have shopped for everything that we want. And I feel like people are probably like, yeah, that's like what I do every day, like no matter what. That's great. That's what's realistic for me. And I just kind of wanted to walk you through this and say, this is kind of how my brain works when I go grocery shopping and when I'm planning for the week for meals, because it is so easy to get caught up and be like, oh my gosh, I have nothing to eat. Or, oh, I'm so bored of everything that I'm eating. I'm so sick of chicken. I'm so sick of ground turkey, whatever it is you're eating. And I've had a couple tips that have really helped me. If we're bored of the food that we're having, we go ahead and we look up new ideas on Pinterest. We will then write our grocery list to make sure that we're shopping for all of those items. The reason why this is helpful is because when it comes to breakfast or lunch or a snack or dinner, we're not panicking and thinking, oh, what do we eat? Or we don't have anything to eat. We're saying, okay, we planned out these 5 dinners. Which of those sounds good tonight? Good, we have the ingredients, let's make that. And all of the dinners I make are seriously between 15 and 20 minutes.
So for this week for meals, I've separated out breakfast, lunch, dinners, and snacks. And under dinners, I have sides as a different thing, just so I know like what vegetables and carbs I want with my dinner. Then I just break that down into a grocery list so I know exactly what to buy, and I separate out things that I've already had. Those don't go on the grocery list, but they are on my meal plan, and we're good to go. This is my favorite way to categorize everything, just to make sure I have meals planned for the week and it's easy to grocery shop.
I feel like that's as simple as it gets. I usually have 2 different grocery store runs. I don't do both every week. I always have like kind of a simple grocery run where I'm getting the extra little fun things like cilantro, onion, sauces, produce, kind of like your basic grocery store run. And then every other week to even 2 to 3 weeks, I'll do a huge grocery store run, stocking up on chicken, ground turkey, salmon, eggs, milk, yogurt, cheese, things that we just always are eating and that we want in a big supply, whereas produce doesn't last as long in the fridge, so I usually will only buy 4 to 5 days of that. And having frozen stuff also helps me, push a grocery store run again. But that really big, expensive grocery run, that's usually 2 to 3 weeks alternating, so that I'm not always having to buy all of that, but I do love buying that in bulk. Like, it's a comfort knowing I have food in my freezer, if I need it. So let's head to the grocery store. I'm bringing you along both of these grocery runs just to kind of see what we're getting and why.
I'm starting out my grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has a bunch of fun options when it comes to produce and new sauces to try out, which is really fun when you're trying to bring variety into the meals that you're eating. I typically start my grocery shopping in the produce section. This is really where I feel like a bulk of my food comes from. I just love looking for different ways to make veggies, different stir fries, and there's a lot of fun inspiration. This is the bulk of what I eat. It is a lot of whole foods, so I will go ahead and shop according to what meals I have planned for this week. So I want to make some mashed potatoes. I grab potatoes. I use avocados on toast. Vinny loves to eat avocados as well. And then bananas we use in our oatmeal every morning. So this is definitely a staple and something that I have to grab. Apples are also an amazing snack. So for this week, I have apples with cheese planned. So I'm going to get my apples here and then my cheese at the second grocery store run that you'll see a little bit later. Fruit is something that we use in our oatmeal every morning as well as in smoothies. So we'll grab some of that. And then cherry tomatoes, I have planned more bruschetta toast. And if I have any extras, I'll make my special pasta. Brussels sprouts are something that I use every single night for dinner or alternating, and yellow onions are fantastic to add just a little bit of extra flavor in what I'm eating. Basil I'm using for my bruschetta toast as well as my pasta that I plan to have this week. And limes are just a staple that I use in so many different recipes just to help spruce it up if I'm making my Thai curry chicken, tacos, and the same thing goes for lemons. I'm always using lemons on chicken or salmon, so I knew I had to get a couple of those. Green onions are also a staple. I love to put these in my mashed potatoes, but they also make stir fries and just veggies taste a little bit better. Another option that I love to have is some frozen things for backup. We have planned a Chipotle bowl and we love getting that roasted corn at Trader Joe's, as well as a couple extra bags of frozen broccoli just in case if we are running low, we have that as an option. Frozen fruit is also something that we love to stock up on for our smoothies. And then there's a bunch of fun new sauces and salsas that we want to try out either for tacos, to make in chicken, to use as dips. There is always room for some fun extra little goodies. I've been loving these pizzas from Trader Joe's recently, so I definitely snagged a couple. Now we're headed on to grocery store number 2. This is where we get a lot of our meat in bulk as well as yogurt and other things that we just eat in high volumes. So we buy a lot of this and then we'll freeze half of it and then eat the other before it goes bad, of course. So we picked up some chicken, we picked up salmon, and we're also picking up ground turkey. These are the 3 main proteins that we eat every week. And again, we add that variety with the sauces or with other things so that we're not getting sick of the same things that we're eating. If you need something quick, it's always nice to pull 1 or 2 of these in your freezer. So if you're like, I really don't have time for lunch or dinner, let me just pop this in really quick so that I can have something to eat. We are always burning through eggs. We eat them every morning, all of us. So we love to get these big cases of eggs just because it lasts us a long time. We also recently found this frozen salmon, which is a great option to just keep in the freezer if we need something to eat. And of course I have to get my sourdough bread because that is a staple. I swear sourdough bread is the only bread that I like. Cheese is another staple. I love making grilled cheese and soup. That is so good. And then I knew I was using cheese for my apple snack. Butter I also need because Yo Girl bakes and I was running low on butter. So that was definitely something else I had to get. Another snack that we love is yogurt. So we buy these huge packs of these Okios. This is amazing because it's 15 grams of protein. Vinny eats one of these a day. We love to add these into smoothies and eat them too. So it's definitely something we had to get. Vinny is trying to hit a new PR. He's trying to deadlift the Okios yogurt. He's got the hood on. It's game day. He'll get it next time, folks. And last but not least, another thing that we love to get in bulk is almond milk. This is what we use to make our oatmeal and smoothies. I thought it would be fun to show a quick demonstration of some of the meals that we use with these groceries that we've bought. So salmon is so typical. We eat that seriously once or twice a week, and then roasted veggies is also very basic. If you watch my what I eat in a day videos or what I eat in a week, you'll see that this is very easy for me. I just cut up vegetables, season them, and it's a really good way to make a quick dinner, and it's so good. Again, you can just change the flavors every time so that it's not always the same thing. Other meals are my pasta, like I talked about, which I love, my bruschetta and egg toast. I've got more salmon with roasted veggies and rice, salmon with the pasta and broccoli. I've got the marinara chicken with the salad. Teriyaki ground turkey is one of my all-time favorites, so we have that frequently, and that's something Vinny and I also had for lunch together one day. We made chicken fajitas, and this was so good with the vegetables and then the roasted corn from Trader Joe's, and my oatmeal, of course. These are just a few of the recipes that I like to make with the groceries of the week.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you liked it. I hope that this was helpful. A little bit of a different video, but I kind of wanted to give you a little bit more of an insight on what I buy at the grocery store, why I buy it, and kind of how I plan my meals for the week. I feel like it's kind of common knowledge to me, but I know everybody kind of has their own little routine and what they do. So hopefully there was something that was helpful for you, or you just kind of get an insight on how I do this for me and my family. If you guys liked this video, as always, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps support my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm always down for new video ideas. Drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!